So Lonnie, if you can share with us one last time, I've heard it about 10 times, a top-off story.
That's because everybody keeps asking. Okay, so, God. All right, so if no one knows, my hometown is originally from Detroit. So that's kind of like East Coast, Midwest, right there on the border. Coming from Detroit, I'm from the city. The biggest thing, and the biggest animal, or the only animal I've seen maybe is a horse or a cow or something. Rats and pigeons, things like that. So I took my boot camp down in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Some of you would know that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it was down in the south, 30 south, and did everything there. So this was the summer of 85, summer of 85. And I was a young private. I was 18 and ready to go and eager to please. So we're going on our first field exercise. This is exercise NTC, National Training Center. Some of you may know it. Fort Irwin. We're going out to the desert, and if any of you know about the desert is a place of extremes. Extreme heat, extreme cold. So back then, this was the last year of the Jeeps. Everybody knows what Jeeps are, right? Yeah. So we had these rickety old Jeeps, and just like the Humvees we have now, everything is just borrowed and begged and borrowed and stolen. So we got these, so in order to prepare for the desert nights, we got these kits, what they call winterization kits. And we had these windows, and it had doors you could put on, and all the Jeeps and I had a Gamma Goat. Anybody know what a Gamma Goat? Dang, I'm the old soldier in here. You don't know what a Gamma? It's a truck. It's a 6-wheel drive truck. You can. That's another story.
We didn't start with General Patton.
Thank you. So anyway, what does I say? Okay, so we're getting these all our trucks ready for the desert and stuff, and we had them professionally put on. They took them to contractors and they drilled and everything on. So all these trucks, you had an old truck sitting on these brand new canopies and windows. Jeeps never had windows, so we had a window and it had a working door on it. It was beautiful, So we're driving around the Jeep, and as I remember it, my sergeant told me to make sure everything is topped off. Make sure that all the trucks and the Jeeps and all the trucks are topped off. So. God. Some of you having flashbacks. And he said it like that. You got to say it. And the reason why I mentioned Southern, because he had an accent, a Southern dialect. So he said it, top off the Jeep. Top off the Jeep. So I'm up there. The Jeep has this beautiful. It's beautiful. It's green, and it has plastic windows, and a little door and everything. So I commenced to disassembling. So I got the tools and everything, and I'm disassembling. And it never occurred to me why it was so difficult to take these tops off and stuff, because they were riveted on there. So I took the top off, and I took it off, and I'm even starting to get a little annoyed and stuff. All the senior NCOs and specialists and stuff probably watched. Yeah, I didn't do it in private and stuff. Right. This was out there in the motor pool bay. Motor pool, all of outside could see this young private taking apart this thing, this top. Now, if you don't know any better, these are still in the days of the non-vets. The non-vets were still roaming around. They're seniors by now. So non-vets are really hardcore. They travel together like in pools of sharks. Like sharks and stuff. So I took the top off. I took everything off. I didn't even go halfway and stuff. I took everything, all the contract. I took everything off, and I lined it up, dress right dress and stuff, all lined up. I was so proud and stuff, and my sergeant never checked on me and stuff. Everybody else just looking and taking the top off, and okay, so I went in there, told him the top is off. He went out there, and man, he went off. And yeah, we're all grown and stuff. He said, "You motherfucker, you fucker." He was cussing me out. What the hell did you do? I said, "Fill up the truck with gas and stuff. And so I was going to start going to college at the time, night courses and stuff. So they're playing on that. You're so smart to be so stupid, and you stupid ass. You fucking. Yeah, so these are they just let me have it. And I was at the parade rest like this. I was angry, tears in my eyes, and everybody was just laughing at him. So for my rest of the time there, for about 2 years and stuff, I was on every detail. Every detail. You can't do that anymore. Like painting stripes and stuff in the motor pool with a paintbrush. They actually had you doing repainting parking stripes with a little paintbrush and stuff in 100-degree Texas heat. This is Fort Hood, you know?
Yeah, I do.
So so they can do that, and there's top off the thing. So the top, to just put the cherry on top, we still had to go to the desert. We still had the exercise to go through. So they still managed to put it on the back, undo everything I'd done, but that thing was never the same. So I had this, my sergeant, he had a nom patch on. So each time he saw me, he just told me to drop and give him, because the Jeep used to run smoothly. Now, each time now that they put it together, it was not the same. It was always going like this. It was put together with rubber bands and tape and stuff. And he would always look at the top and look at me and just say, "Get down, Spike." Man, I was pissed. So I still owe these checks to them. So, so don't take things too literally.
That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.